Greetings, everyone. It's been a while, and I thought it would be great for me to catch up. And first of all, express my gratitude for those who supported me and my family, um, and others through this fiasco of a storm. Fortunately, I was able to, as many know, go to my sisters in Georgia, even though it was a really long drive, took us almost 18 hours, but we were able to spend some time with them. And it was the best decision that we made to get out of town and not have to go through, not knowing how, excuse me, how the storm was going to affect us. Unfortunately, as I came back and, obviously we had no electricity for a couple of days, which for us, that was nothing that would inconvenience us because that would have been worse. Let's put it that way. It would have been worse, but we were able to manage with that. As I started to get settled in, going back to work and it's interesting how you start listening to stories, especially in my case, I work for, as some of you know, for the home care industry and taking care of the clients and learning, listening to what they had to go through. I mean, one thing is to be, healthy and be able to move and make a decision and drive and go. But when you are sick, homebound, and you need medical attention, that's another factor that is involved that makes it much complicated. Many of them had to go to shelters. Some of them have to go to hospitals. And when they came, unfortunately, when they came back home, some of them didn't have a home. So that was heartbreaking. A lot of the communities that are obviously close to the coastal area on the beach or in the Bay Area, the storm surge did affect them tremendously. Um, I saw 3 to 5 feet of water going through their homes. There was one community that I went to like 10 minutes away from my house, and it was just like a war zone. Um, there's no way they're able to live in that area. And so they're in a waiting period right now to obviously you have to put a claim out. The adjuster has to come over and declare you know, the place either unlivable or just, n- they're not able to live in it. So it's a total loss. And a lot of the people are in this area. They're retirees. They're older, so it's hard. It's heartbreaking. Um, but and the beautiful part is that you can see how the community really comes together and people actually pause and show their true humanity. And even going on this long road trip, you can see there was barely any accidents. I think people were really focused on, imagine, you're running, you're evacuating from your home to go to another place, and the last thing you want to do is have an accident. That would be just ironic. So, but I can see how a lot of the humanity um shine through. And unfortunately, yeah, these incidents have to happen sometimes to see our true nature. But I always said that humanity is, I believe in my heart, it's much more beautiful and caring that, than they want us to believe. So, well, as many of you can see, I went out for my early vote today, and I'm so glad I did that. A lot of people are voting early. And as many of you know, especially that are not from the US, this is a very historical and super important election during these times. I was never, into the political arena or interested in because I just didn't believe much into it. Um, I did some votings in the past, but I wasn't so enthusiastic as I am today. I feel that this is very historical, and I can't wait for us to start a new future. I'm super optimistic that we will see the results that we want to see. My community, I went online and they show you a live process of how the voting is coming along. And we are definitely a red community, meaning Republican. And we're like over 50% above the votes of the Democrats. So it seems like it's, from what I'm hearing, it's happening in many other counties, states. The early voting, excuse me, is really being promoted, and people are really listening. Um, I think that's the right thing to do right now. I pray that nothing else is on its way to disrupt that process. Although, believe it or not, there's something like they call it a system that's developing on the south side of the Caribbean, south of Cuba. Um, let that go back into where it came from, like we say in Spanish, in our Latin community. Nothing's going to stop what's coming, and we're ready for this change. Everyone is ready for this change, and this was a wake-up call for many of us that went through this scare, this storm scare, and for those who are struggling right now in the Carolinas and Tennessee, etc. That was not kosher, and I think you know how I feel about that. Um, the real storm's coming, and that storm is going to take away all these bad representations that we've had for so many years. And I feel that it'll, I don't feel that it's going to be in any way negative. I feel in my heart that it's going to be so overwhelmingly across the border that even if they try to, which I know they already started to cheat and do all these shenanigans on the side, that it's so big, it's so big that I don't think that's even gonna affect us. But I hope that this is obviously going to be shown to the rest, especially those that are still sleeping, which I can't believe we have still many thousands of votes for this, whatever you want to call it. But the real storm is coming, and that's amazing, amazing future for us. So I can't wait to continue. And again, I'm sorry, I try to come in at least every week, but there's always something that life throws at us. And but I am enthusiastic that I will come sooner and do some more talk of the stuff that I've learned through the years that can hopefully and humbly help any of you go through life, especially with the changes that are coming. I am always open to learning as well, so feel free to send me a message if there's anything that you wish to talk about, and if you wish to be part of an interview, I'll be more than happy to have you in on. And I can't wait. I mean, I'm very excited, and I think the world is going to be excited with everything that finally, after so many years, we're going to see you know, we're going to see I can't even talk, the results, and it's going to show very, very much so. So I'm sending you my love, my thank you for being so supportive. And yeah, wait for everything that's going to come out now. So it's going to be great. Thank you so much. And my love and support to all of you. Thank you.